All right, on this episode, we're going to be watching the San Francisco 49ers offense, explosive passes versus the Philadelphia Eagles in their wild card matchup playoff game. Okay, so explosive passes, everyone has a different way of categorizing them as far as yardage goes, right? All four of these plays are 25-yard or more, 25 plus yards. It's important that we understand the value of pass protection, right? Often for a big play like this, we're going to need a lot of time for the quarterback, and what these plays do to a defense is really big for the momentum of our offense, right? So on this first play here, this is a 60-plus yard play early in the game, right? Look how much it's flipping the field, changing the momentum, putting the pressure now on the defense. Okay, so we'll watch the pass protection of this, see why this play was able to work. Okay, so they're going against a four down front, right? We're turning the protection to the offensive right side. Okay, again, a three-man slide to the right. Good, all right. So we're gonna start here at the left tackle spot, right? Obviously a very good player, has good technique, but the biggest thing that I want you to watch, even before he makes contact, right? Look how quiet his upper body is. See how his lower body is doing all the work? His upper body is not moving, right? Sometimes we get in these habits of we feel like we need to gain so much ground that we start using our upper body, shifting our weight around. But he does a really good job of just keeping his weight over that inside foot, staying balanced, and then playing with length once he's in position to make contact. Sorry about that. All right. So left tackle, great job. Left guard does a good job with his hands, right? He gets his hips flipped a little bit right here at left guard. He's got a one-on-one block with that defensive tackle. He oversets it a little bit, gets that front foot lifted off the ground, you can see right there. But because he's playing with length and being the aggressor with his hands, making contact with his hands first, right? He's able to get his feet back underneath him and end up actually squaring him up, right? So sometimes we're not going to be perfect with our feet, but if we're good with our hands, right, we have a chance to get our feet back underneath us. So good job there by the left guard. Good by the center. The kind of same idea with the right tackle here, right? Going against this wide nine, right? He could feel like he has to jump way out there, shift his weight around, but he does a great job of staying quiet with his upper body, allow his lower body just to do the work. Right, good. Right guard, hold space, get your eyes back out. Really good job. And a big play for the Niners. Look at the downfield blocking. Look at the effort by these guys, right? That's why even throughout all the injuries and inconsistencies they've had this year, they've been able to keep on winning. They won a playoff game. All right, really good job by them. Great effort. We'll watch it from the other angle. Good. Anytime we get a four-man rush versus 5 offensive blockers, right, we should create a double team somewhere where we can. And as you see here, we've created the double team to some degree right there at the center right guard spot, while also the right guard is keeping his eyes out so that if this defender does play inside, he'll be there to go help him. So his body presence inside, eyes outside. Good, and you can see that by the left guard right here. You're going to see initially just kind of oversets it a little bit, gets his weight shifted outside, right? And you can see there, his right foot is off the ground right there. But he's doing a really good job of playing with length, right? And that's what he's able to disrupt the rush with, is with that big right hand, boom. Now he's able to get his feet back underneath it. Good. Good. This is a great look, again, For all you young tackles out there, look how smooth his kicks are, right? Keeping his upper body quiet, allowing his lower body to get it to where he needs to be. Gets a little lungy, but because he keeps moving his feet, right? He's not lunging and then stopping his feet. He's continuing to move his feet. He's able to get his body back underneath himself in a good position. And a big time play. Shout out GK with the knockdown. Let's go. Great effort all around by the Niners. Wow, look at the flip of the hips by the referee. Eyes at the top of the screen. Hold on, not that. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Right. Eyes at the top of your screen right here, right? The athleticism that this man displays here with the flip of the hip. Look at that. Look at that. Eyes back. Oh, wow. That is textbook. Somebody get a hold of this referee and sign him up. Look at that. He's a defensive back waiting to happen. Smooth back pedal, flip the hips, eyes on the ball, continues to move at high speed. Look how fast he is. He's even faster than the guys on the field. Look, he's 10 yards ahead of him. Man, that's incredible. Wow, shout out to that ref. Fluid hips, good back pedal. You don't see that often. All right, so that was a 60-plus yard pass play. I think this one is about 45-yard gain here, bringing the running back into the backfield. Offensive line gives him plenty of time. Strike right over the middle. Big time play. Right? Big momentum shifts. Right? Get yourself from being in a backed up situation on your own side of the 50 all the way to positive territory. And again, look at the downfield effort and blocking, right? Like, pause it right here. The ball's been in the wide receiver's hands for a number of seconds now, but look at that. I believe that's a juice check down there. Continuing to work, right? Continuing to work. Look at that. That's a great job. Great job by Juice. Giving effort. All right. Okay, again, we're going to get a 5-man protection here. Going against this even front right now. They're giving the quarterback just enough time. Almost get knocked back too much inside, but they get the job done. Right? Because it's only right, we're going to start at the left tackle spot. Trent Williams. Good. Doesn't time up the snap as well that time, right? See how there's more upper body movement and his weight's shifting and his hips are turning, right? When he times up the snap, see how everyone's moving and he hasn't moved yet, right? Almost everyone across the board, maybe not the right tackle, but everyone is initially moving. He didn't time up the snap as well. Now he's a little bit behind it, but he's a big, powerful, strong silverback, and he's able to block him, right? So not the cleanest set, but even with that all being said, I love how he doesn't overset it, right? He's real patient with his feet. No matter where he is in his set, he's real patient, keeping his feet underneath him. Good job. All right, let's go to the left guard now. Right here. Okay, he's blocking that 2 technique. I like his idea of initially posting down just a little bit. Make sure you bring that back foot with you. He gets his hands on it. It looks like right here he's got inside hand leverage. Okay, just got to find a way to anchor down, right? Sometimes you get to this situation right here, maybe get into the hop. He's trying to re-rack his hand, right? It looks like the defender got his hands off of him. Now right here he's trying to re-rack them. See them do that, right? Trying to get back underneath, right? You either got to get his hands off of you or you got to get inside hand leverage, maybe get into the hop, but gives them just enough time to get the ball off, right? Okay, so now we got a slide to the right again, it looks like, creating a double team at the center right guard spot. Good job. Good job by the center right guard. I know it doesn't look like much, but whenever we can create that double team, we need to do that. Don't void space. Good job by those guys. All right, right tackle is in a tougher situation right now just because of how wide that defender is that he's going to block that defensive end. But I love how quiet his upper body is, right? Watch the right tackle. Let his lower body do all the work. And then he's playing with length, right? See that? Right? That is a great picture for a tackle. Right? Quiet with the upper body, smooth with our feet. We're playing with extension, playing with length. Make pass pro much easier that way. Right? So really good job here by the right tackle. Nice work. Nice work all around, right? But right tackle, really good technique. Across the board, we're able to get it done, whether we timed up that snap or not, right? Really good job there. Where's the referee? Oh my gosh. Great effort. Three-man slide to the right. Good. Watch the initial set by the left guard. Right here. All right. Boom, boom. See how he's just like taking little steps, little step with his right foot, little step with his left foot. Now, he doesn't need to take that additional inside step, right? He's in a good spot right here. Now keep your feet where they are and get your hands on him. He takes one additional little one. Maybe that's why he doesn't have much power, but end of the day, he's going against a really strong defender. He's doing a good job of working, straining to give the quarterback time. Good, and one more look at the right tackle here. Setting back, quiet upper body, letting his feet do the work, playing with length. Good job. Nice. Oh, I don't know why it's so fun to look at these referees. Who are these guys? Why do you want to be a ref? It's like being a cop, but you're for a game. Right? We're just trying to have fun. Right? No one wants to be a police officer for people trying to have fun. But they do. Great call, ref. All right, so now we got, this is about a 25-yard gain, somewhere around there. Okay. Big play to their fullback. Fullback actually is the one chipping, and then he's releasing out into the flat. Nobody followed him. Can your fullback do that? Love that. Really good job. Right, it's so valuable having a fullback that can catch the ball from out of the backfield, who can block, who can do all these different motions. So he's a big reason why their offense is so explosive and also so variable. It's a blessing to have a good fullback. All right, so we're going to get, five-man protection, but we're going to get double chips on each side. One by the tight end on the right, one by the fullback on the left, but it ends up just being five-man protection, free releasing the running back. A little token ball fake to him. Good. All right, let's start the left tackle spot. Okay, right there. All right, he knows he's going to get a chip from the fullback who's going to come in motion, so he's got to do a good job of just staying inside out, playing, being patient, which I think he does a little bit. He does a good job of here. All right, he could be even more inside out, but at the end of the day, good job. Is he going against Graham? Those two have probably played against each other a ton. Average age of that matchup is like 46. That's crazy. Trent Williams versus Brandon Graham. Anyways, sorry. All right, so he does a good job playing inside out. Good. All right, let's get back on track. I got distracted. Inside at the center left guard position, right? We got a center sliding to the left, sliding to help the guard. Left guard does a really good job of holding space, right? Creating that double team. right? Look at that. That's a great picture right here, right? That's why you want to create double teams, is to be able to create that firmness in the pocket. If the quarterback does want to step up or needs to step up for whatever reason, right? We should have a spot in the pocket that's more firm because we're able to create that double team on a 4-man rush. Good. All right, now what I think is really cool, 2 things on the right side, right? First off, let's talk about the right guard, right? Great job playing with his hands, great job playing to extension. Look at that, right? That's a great picture to be in. Love that he's playing with that extension and how much he's disrupting the rush off the line of scrimmage. Great job by the right guard. And he's staying square. Good. Really good rep by the right guard. Now another player I want to notice or highlight here is the right tackle. Because he's getting that delayed release by the tight end with a chip, right? He sets real heavy inside out. Watch his set initially, okay? He's inside helping the guard, right? Puts that big left hand up. And then once the tight end leaves, he's able to collect the defense end, gets his hands on him. Really good job here. This is high-level stuff. Let's include the tight end in this. Right tackle, right guard. Tight end delayed and then leaving. Good job by the tackle. Great job by the right guard. Playing with extension, playing with length. And look at these guys continue to work, right? Just continue to work. Keep moving your feet. Becomes a mirror drill, right? Don't let your guy beat you, because a big play can happen. Nothing wrong with a little white-on-white crime. Juice. Come on. Good. All right, let's watch it from the other angle. Good firm protection, giving the quarterback a ton of time. Nice work. All right, this is the last one. And again, this is somewhere around 25-yard gain, so another big explosive pass. And it's a little trickeration for a touchdown. Woo! Man. What a creative concept. What great execution. That's why you should recruit former high school quarterbacks to play wide receiver for your team. Right? Just for this reason only. Doesn't matter if they can't catch, as long as they can throw the football. Then that's a perfect wide receiver. What a catch, too, over the shoulder. All right, we'll talk about the scheme real brief. Right, it's kind of like off of play action, almost if they're trying to sell counter, right? They're pulling the right guard. And everyone else, play side is blocking down, center's blocking back, backside tackle is gap hinge, but kind of squeezing down the B gap. Now with these plays, although it doesn't seem like, there's a whole lot that goes into it up front, right? We're just firing off, trying to stay low, trying to sell run initially, but then get our feet back underneath us and continue to work, right? These plays can take a long time. These plays can take a long time to develop, right? So to continue to move your feet. Let's coach Brock Purdy's blocking here, okay? So here's our quarterback, right? He's kind of the personal protector, if you will, for the thrower. Hello, go block him. Let's see what he does. Nah. Dang, dude. What if one of the linemen did that? Offensive line, you can't do that. But I don't know if you need your big money quarterback trying to block defensive tackle. But it is pretty funny. So let's watch one more time. Here he is. Personal protector for the wide receiver. Oh, sorry. Oh, dude. That's gotta be a tough feeling that he knows very well, just watching someone get destroyed throwing the football. Good. Watch it from this angle. Good job by the right guard pulling. Good. Everyone else doing their job, staying with their guy. Keep working, keep working, keep working. Dude, sign Brock up for some training. If you know him, dude, reach out to him and tell him that we could help him go block that guy. Oh, shoot. Oh, was I supposed to block him? I've been there, and I play line. So, all right. That was a cool play to end it on. All right, so saw 4 different plays go for 25 or more yards. Those are big, explosive plays. They really flipped the field, obviously, give us great field position, but also change the momentum. So it's really important that we can give the quarterback enough time. In order for the ball to be aired out that far for one of those big plays, we got to give the quarterback enough time to sometimes even step up in the pocket or move around a little bit. And that requires us as offensive linemen to keep moving our feet, keep finding work. We want those big plays. As much as the 3 and 4 yard plays are super efficient and beneficial for the success of our offense, getting some of these big long distance plays can really help us in the swing of momentum. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching. We saw 4 different plays there from the 49ers in the wild card game. Again, if you're liking these, please like them, comment, share, whatever it is. On that note, thank you.